What is going on, pros? Welcome back to another video. You're probably reading the title and thumbnail going, oh no, what happened? Stay tuned. It's actually a very entertaining video. The tank ends up coming out absolutely amazing. And to be honest, I think it was the best decision I ever made. Aside from that, these shirts right here, the I'm addicted to buying fish, yes, they're still available. But if you did make the purchase and you haven't seen your orders fulfilled, that is because we are so behind, it's incredible. It is a family business. It's just me, my younger brother. We're the ones packing and shipping everything. I'm not gonna go out and hire a whole team. That's not what we want to do here. So if you did make a purchase and you are waiting for it to be shipped out, we shipped out like 50% of them, but we still have like 300 more to ship out. Friday the 26th, your order will be shipped out. Latest. I just wanted to tell you watching right now, that way if you see your order hasn't been shipped, you're not like, oh my gosh, let me email, make sure that my order is getting to my house. It's coming, I promise. It's just taking a little bit more time than we thought. We didn't expect so many orders so quickly. When I mean hundreds and hundreds of shirts to pack, hundreds. You guys are absolutely incredible. And I just want to say thank you. These shirts are really absolutely amazing. And I know you guys love them because they're selling like hotcakes. There's still actually a good amount available. Once these are sold out, it's it. That's it. They're done. I'm addicted to buying fish shirts available right now. Top link in the description. They are signed as well. The one I'm wearing, obviously not signed. They are signed. I sign them and then they'll ship them to your house. The 26th of this month, everything is going out. Be patient. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Let's let this video roll. We're here inside next to the big saltwater aquarium. It's been a long time. It has been months since we've sat in front of this aquarium. And let me tell you, Cuffaros, the way it looks right now, I can't wait to show you. By the end of the video, you will see it. This video was filmed throughout the last couple of months. So throughout this video, you'll notice the tank looks different, the pond inside the building looks different, and that's because it was filmed throughout the last couple months. So if you see wood around the frame in the building, that's why. This tank just needed a little adjustment and we wanted to switch it up and do something new, so we did. This video is definitely different than my normal videos as it's filmed, like I said, through a long period of time. This tank was absolutely beautiful. It looked great. The fish were happy. It was definitely good. But I'm telling you, I just couldn't keep certain fish and corals that I wanted to keep in here without them just dying over time. And it was because of this one little pest. And we're gonna explain that in this video. We're gonna start this video off right here where the tank did still have everything in it and go from there. Enjoy. The tank has some good news and some bad news. Here's the good news. The good news is it's gonna look a heck of a lot better when we're done with it. The bad news is what, Tommy? There really is no bad news. It's sad news because it's gotta go.
Yeah, so we're redoing the aquascape, which means we gotta take everything out. We're gonna restart the tank and then set it up with a brand new aquascape.
The corals and fish, unfortunately, just are not thriving the way we want them to. Anything that's a little bit on the higher end coral-wise, it's not doing as good as it should do in here. For instance, some thrive like the torches, and then you have some that just right away. So it's difficult to continue to get really nice corals and continue to want to make this thing cool if not everything is thriving. Along with the fish, we've had a couple fish problems in it, and Tommy, being the tanknician, said, I think the best option is to just completely reset on the whole entire thing, take all the coral out. The fish we could put inside the saltwater pond, so everything we've got in here will go straight into the saltwater pond because that's a community tank and all these fish will be fine in there. And then when it comes to scaping, we're gonna redo the whole entire scape as well. We're gonna do all new rock. I have a different style that I wanna go with this time. And honestly, I think we do even better than it looks right now. What do you think?
I think so, Paul.
So it's gonna take some time. This is a long video. This video is gonna be filmed from this day, which is probably a month from when this video is done, all the way until what it's gonna look like when we're fully completed. So from the beginning of this reset all the way to the tank being fully set up, water flowing, new, you're gonna see today. It is a reset, so the coral, all my beautiful large corals are going to Tommy's shop. So a lot of this stuff we will get back, but in frags, because he has to quarantine all of it. We really want to get down to the nitty gritty and figure out why certain corals aren't thriving as well as others. And this man, he, as you know, Tommy is a genius. He knows it all. We've tried it all. This tank has been a process, and the fish are doing great as well. I mean, as you can see, our fish are all still swimming around, enjoying life. We got some chalk bass, foxface, and they're all hiding from me now, wrasse. Our invertebrates, as you can see. Our zebra eel is down in the rocks right there. The Mexican turbo snails are freaking massive. They're literally the size of a tennis ball. So the fish are doing good, but we're gonna take all of those fish out and we're moving them into the saltwater pond today. It's a whole lot of coral cups.
It's a reverse of that one video.
Yeah.
Remember, didn't you have the thumbnail with all the...
Yeah, I did. A lot of these corals were taken out right now, quarantine them, and then they'll be back once we reset this tank up, so don't worry. So we pop them off. It's my little Zoa garden. Pop them off and straight into a cup they go. And then eventually, once this is all reset and done, we'll hopefully see them back in here again, even healthier than they were before. So essentially what Tommy is doing right now is just removing each and every coral out of the tank. He'll put the big colonies into buckets, and he'll put all these little ones into these little cups. And eventually, when he goes back to the shop, he'll be trimming these up into frag.
Coral's grown so much. When we first got it, it was like the size of my thumb.
It's grown a lot.
Yeah. Basically any coral that we could pop off, we're going to, so it'll transport better in a bag like that. Remember, this is that rock flower that I gave to Paul because it had 2 feet, and I'm like, what's going on there? It still has 2 feet. That is crazy. Oh, Paul might not get that back. This fish, really cool, the sailfin fairy wrasse, also known as the blue throat. They got that bright blue color underneath the neck. I don't know if you can see that there. There we go. But this fish was, I believe, discovered by the aquarium hobby. And so we had them like in our tanks before scientists had officially described the species. Yeah, so the most time-sensitive part about this is getting the fish out of there, because they're going to be very stressed by that. Corals, not so much. And then getting them into here. We'll do a quick, like, 50% acclimation. Some of y'all are going to want to comment about, like, drip acclimating. There's reason why we're not drip acclimating in this case and why I generally don't recommend it. The water temperatures are basically the same. The water chemistries are pretty much the same. So there's nothing that's going to shock them by doing the acclimation process quicker. We're just going to get them out of the stressful environment of the bucket and into the giant pond faster by doing an acclimation like this. And if you get fish in from a shipment, you really probably don't want to drip acclimate because of ammonia burn possibilities. So make sure you research that before you're ever drip acclimating a fish.
There they go. There he goes. So you're gonna fill it with fresh water?
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna take all the sand out, give it a little scrub, fill it with fresh water. That'll help break down the biofilm. And then a few days from now, we'll drain it again, and then we'll totally clean it and then leave it to dry out entirely. So once Tommy completely drained the tank, bone dry, it sat there for weeks with nothing in it, and he then arrived to rescape the entire thing. Now, keep in mind, a lot of this video, I'm out, whether it's at Top Shelf or somewhere, filming other videos, so that's why my little brother's filming. So this time we're going with the Carib Sea Rock, just like we did back at the Loxahatchee house. So we're gonna do a really cool aquascape with that. We're also using a few pieces of actual live rock. So that's rock that came out of the ocean. Most of that is Fiji rock. It's been dried, bleached, muriatic acid washed. So it's all clean, nothing on it. But it's got really good porosity, so it's gonna grow different types of microbes than what will grow in here. So they have these holes in them too. So it's like the perfect size for a frag plug. Make sure it's gonna do well in that location before you actually glue it down. Alright, so what we're thinking is to have the aquascape kind of swoop up from here, be the highest up here, swoop down to the front, and then from behind, because we have such a deep tank, we'll have this section come up from back there, be a little shorter than the one on that side, and then it's gonna come back down over here. So just like with the one in Locks, we're gonna secure everything with the epoxy putty, make sure these rocks aren't, you know, twisting around, no tumbles, no fish getting trapped, no corals getting knocked off. It's gonna be rock solid. Rock solid. Rock.
Rock is a rock.
These points are killing me. Little points, we're gonna have to knock like all those off. Oh man, that little like irregular cave going through there? Heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why we use the putty. And that's why we put rocks in first, sand in second. But like you get one fish that's in there digging around underneath the sand and your whole scape can collapse. So already we have a lot more habitat with this scape than in the previous scape, which I think the fish are gonna appreciate. So the epoxy on its own doesn't really have any adhesive property once it cures. So like right now it's real sticky. But when it fully cures, it's just like a rock. It's like half a circle. Yeah, right? What are we doing with this? You can't choose the rocks you're given in life.
Just gotta work with them.
Yeah.
We're here midway through scaping. Tommy, what do you think?
I think it's a 10 out of 10.
This is like one of the first times I had my little brother filming a lot of this stuff before I actually just got back home. This looks so much better than the slate rock scape. Now granted, the slate rock scape looks good too. They both look good, but they're different styles. I had the slate rock for years, as you guys know. Now switching it over to kind of the way we had it in the first saltwater tank we ever made. This looks 10 times better in my opinion.
So the Locke's house,
yes,
I'd say was more like abstract than this.
Yeah.
Whereas this, it really gives like a natural feel.
It does.
And you have this like continuous cave that goes through here.
You can see the cave right there.
Progressively bigger.
Yeah, you can see how many different holes there are through all this. Mm-hmm. The fish have a lot more space to kind of hide and sit.
Fish are gonna be so happy.
That's awesome. Look at all those caves, bro. There is holes all through these rocks. I mean, look back there. All throughout here. This angle kind of shows a lot of these different holes as well. Of course, once we have fish, you'll be able to see all that.
So we're doing a mix of different sands in here.
What's the purpose for that?
Just to give more variety.
Yeah.
So the microbes probably appreciate it, but your fish and inverts definitely will. You know, like there's little pockets of aragonite for your sand dwelling gobies, pistol shrimps, things like that. Maybe some jawfish. It was touch and go a little bit, Paul.
Yeah, harder this time?
It was, yeah. You know, this came together real easy, but that was a puzzler.
Yeah, definitely a lot of rock. The coral's gonna look really nice sitting on this too. And we have new lights, by the way. We are not using these lights anymore. I have 3 lights. Let me go grab those real quick. Ready? Oh, wow. This thing's got some pressure.
It's strong pump.
And now we're finally filling up with salt again.
Yep.
We're back to salt.
We're back to salt.
We're back to salt water, boys and girls. Big news. Salt water, new scape. This looks awesome. It's gonna be a lot different, right? It's gonna be a lot different.
Yeah.
We're switching it up. And can we remind everyone the reason behind this entire thing?
So there was a pest in the tank that we just couldn't treat for. We had trouble pinning down exactly what it was.
We decided the best option, since we had the pond, let's just take everything in there, put it in there, and then let's redo this entire thing.
Yep, yeah, so now it's gonna be pest free.
A bunch of new videos, fresh content for you guys. It's gonna be really, really nice. This sand I like better personally. It's very smooth.
The combo.
Yeah, the combo between the both of them is just so nice. Very clear.
That's why you pour out a rock.
Yeah, that's odd. Usually when you put salt water in a tank, it's quite dusty. I mean, it kind of looks like it does over here. Fresh salt water going in. How many gallons of water can you hold in that truck?
I can hold 275.
So about this?
Yep.
Yep. And back to what I was saying about the lights, I forgot to show you, we have 3 of these, the Radion XR30 Pro.
Very good quality of light.
Perfect, and that's what we like to hear. So we have 3 of those. Thanks to obviously Radion for sending these. A big shout out to them because I know they're not cheap. So to get these lights at a donation cost, it's quite nice. The sump is officially filling up. This tank is completely full now. Now, after this is all said and done, right? Lights are hanging, water's in. Like, what's the next step from there? Where are we going with this, Tommy? Because I'm asking you because this is it's a big deal.
All right, so right now recycling.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be lights off, 1 month, running with ammonia in the water, grow the beneficial bacteria that we need. Then we're gonna put in first fish and first corals. It's just gonna be a few corals.
Yeah.
After that, we're gonna put a whole bunch of corals in there so we can introduce a lot of microbial diversity.
He's got a game plan, guys, and we're rocking with it. Obviously, I'll show you guys here in a little bit what it looks like once the water is clean, but the scape looks really, really good. Definitely different than the last one. A lot different. The last one came up higher too, I think. It came up to like here on both sides. This one's a little lower. This one comes up a little bit higher, but there's a lot more caves and stuff for these fish to go in and out of. And that's the filter screaming at me right now. Listen to it. Sounds like after a night of Taco Bell or something. And this is what we're rocking with. The water's cleared up. It's not full. We just have the wave maker going for now. For like the first week, we're just gonna keep the wave maker only, and then we'll turn all the pumps and everything on. We also, of course, have those lights we have to hang up. We gotta hang these out of the ceiling, so there'll be 3 of these Radions. Big shout out to Ecotech for hooking it up, by the way. They literally just sent 4 of these. Actually, I have another one. Massive shout out to them. If you guys are looking for good lights for aquarium, definitely your go-to right here. I'm excited to get those on. That'll be nice for the aquarium. It's gonna be much more lit up than it was before. It's also gonna look really cool having the lights hanging from the ceiling. The tank itself, scape, looks incredible. Now the glass is definitely dirty. Probably should have cleaned that before we filmed, but that's fine. You can see a lot more places for the fish to go, not only the fish, of course, invertebrates, and a lot of holes for these little frags to go inside of. I'm excited, very pumped up for this. It's gonna be a lot more new, fresh content for you guys. The last couple of videos you've probably seen the pufferfish and all the different fish inside our pond inside the building. Everything that was in here went into there. All the coral are at Tommy's shop, and the plan is to get those back in frags at some point later down the road. That's pretty much all I got for you guys today though. This tank is back. It's back, baby. We're gonna be making some really good content on this thing, and I'm very excited for it. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe down below if you haven't already. Cop yourself a t-shirt. Don't worry, if you ordered, I promise, they're coming. It's just gonna take some time. Thank you for your patience. We'll see you right back here in the very next video. Peace!